Yeah, I was muted. A little bit rusty, right? It's been a while. It's been a while since I last streamed. Oh well. Top signal, Luke is live. I mean, it can't really be a top signal. We're already dumping. We've been dumping for a while. So, let's see. Bottom signal, maybe. Maybe, but this... fucking VWAP, man. VWAP, always the way. Can't get through it. We gotta flip it before we can even think about a rally. Because this is our, well, now weekly and daily VWAP. Unable to get above it. You'd like to see some kind of bounce here. We just have taken like lows that like bounced into VWAP. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, who do we have in the chat? If you're here, then say hi. I know I've got to get my start stream thingy majiggy updated. I think the banner is okay for now. But yeah, XS, welcome. Cons, welcome. Shubel, welcome. Lucifer, welcome. League trading Chroma equals bear market sign. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I've been very open and honest about this for a long time. Like I do not have the time to be managing a community anymore myself. The Chroma guys have been good friends of mine for a long time. I mean, I've known Follis since 2022, and they're smashing it. So I think best thing for the community, best thing for everyone is that I'm able to focus on content now. I can focus on what I'm good at, which is trading and content, and I don't anymore need to focus on what I suck at, which is running a business and marketing stuff and all of that kind of thing. So I'm very motivated. We did do the merger, well, it was like middle of, I've got an ad here, middle of October. We announced it on the 1st of October. If there is anyone who is from Taurus or a current member of Taurus and you're not yet in the Chroma community, then please do reach out. You can open a ticket in Chroma. You can just DM me if you need to. I think everyone's in there by now. Also, if there's anyone that's an ex-Taurus member, we've got a pretty sexy deal coming up. If you want to join, then let me know. But yeah, it's been such a long time since I've streamed that I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, reach out to me. I'm around, even if I suck at responding to DMs. You may just need to nudge me a few times and then we'll get back to you. But yeah, this is a new era for Taurus. It's a new era for myself. Endre Overall has just subscribed. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm excited to be back finally. Who else is here anyway? I just stopped on Lucifer. Peter Pham can't hear me yet, so I am muted my mic. Kalechi's also here. Too much of Bali, definitely too much of Bali. So basically, the last 2 months of my life has just been one like non-stop party. It's been incredible. I did it because it marked like a year since I've been traveling. I came back, went back to Bali, which is where I started. Met a load of friends that I've been meeting along the way since I've been traveling. Got a load of people over to Bali to say hello. And I was there for 60 days. And there were 5 days that I did not go out of 60 days, which I think is pretty crazy. My body is hurting and I'm pretty sure I've turned into an alcoholic, which is why I'm drinking beer right now, because I don't know how I can function without it at the moment. That's a lie. I have gone like a week without drinking, but this is my first stream back, so I have to have something. And yeah, all is good. All is good. Peter Pham has subscribed. We got some Chroma members here as well, which is really good. Nice to see. Who else is here? Some custard message, but message was retracted. Arati, lost in Asia. I am. Follis is here. So yeah, welcome Follis. Good to see you. Lucifer, please rebrand to Beros. Yeah. Arati, I think I've already said that. Kalechi, will you ever come back to the sunny UK? I don't know. I might be going to Portugal in a couple of weeks, and if I do go to Portugal, then I'll be back in Europe, and I'll probably have to go back and see family and stuff. So yeah, actually, I need to do that. I need to book a ticket for. I need to book a flight. Anyway, right. The market. So, what were these about? I don't know. Oh, this is about previous week low, previous month low. Okay. It's been choppy, right? It's been very, very, very choppy. But let's start off here on the daily. So, this is kind of what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. To begin with, is we've been trading in this range for months, like months and months and months and months. And on every occasion, we've kind of like just been rotating from highs to the midpoint, highs, lows, midpoint, lows, highs, back down to the lows again. Now, what I'm seeing here isn't, for me, is not bearish. I quite like what we see. I would like to see a little bit lower on the likes of ETH, and I still think we could see a little bit lower on a lot of the altcoins. But for Bitcoin in particular, I'm not feeling particularly bearish right now. I was short yesterday. I did take a short on a Sunday night. It's the first time I've taken a weekend trade for ages, but I wanted to get back involved. And what I'm seeing right now is like the range that we're in currently is pretty clean and is quite nice. So I mentioned this before. I did a video last week about like inefficiencies, imbalance within the chart. Now, all the way back since over a year ago now, every single imbalance, every single inefficiency that we've had within the Bitcoin chart has been at least tested on one occasion. And we only had one that was left here, which is the drop that we came into. I'm charting spot. I know on purpose we did go lower than this. I'm going to turn this back to candles, just because I know a lot of you guys find this a little bit cleaner. On purpose we did drop lower, all right, granted. But for me, spot is king. We're not going to get a major pivot within the market unless spot hits like significant levels, and I think that's what we've seen now. Music is overlapping your voice. Do I need to turn the music down a little bit? Let's turn it down. Is this a bit better? Turn it down by about 5 dB. And I'll just talk louder. If that's better, then let me know. Oh my god. I have more... I'm looking at my stream on... I don't even want to say what that ad says. That's weird. Right, here we go. Better, good. So since back in November 2024, we had this like fair value gap, imbalance within the chart. Price came in, dipped into it. We got a rally back to new all-time highs. Price dipped back into, and within this rally, we had again like move up. This is where you form the range. You have a little tiny test into this region, which shows that we're like very clearly bullish right now. And then again onto new all-time highs, clear all the imbalance within this gap, onto new all-time highs again, and then we're just ranging. So for me, this low had always been something that I was aware of. Okay, this low down here at like 104,600 was always something that I was aware of. On spot, we did drop into that. We are like just been trading around the anchored VWAP from our April lows. And for me, like accumulation, if there is to be another move higher, accumulation generally happens just underneath this VWAP. So what I'm looking at right now is any dips that are just below this VWAP, for me, are buying opportunities. the easy invalidation for this is these lows. Now, this is not the case on altcoins, because I still do want to see lows being taken. But with Bitcoin, the fact that we had this drop, okay, I know this wick on purpose was a lot deeper, but the fact that we had this drop, we then took lows again, and we're now potentially forming a higher low. This for me is a buying opportunity. So that is how I am treating it, and that is the way that I'm positioned right now. At the moment, it's not looking great. Okay, it's not looking great. We have to see how New York session opens. We're about an hour away from the start of the week here. With the New York openers. Is it? No, we're not. Are we? What is the time now? I'm so confused. It is an hour away, right? It used to be, for me, it used to be 9:30 New York open. Now it's 10:30 because clocks have changed. So what I want to see now is our current daily lows holding. Now, we've already... Shobo, it's not 10 minutes. Wait, when is it? Let me just figure this out properly. 5-minute chart. NQ. When does the market open? 14:30. So the time now is 13:15. Yeah, BTC. So it is 1 hour and 15 minutes because of the change in times. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But I'm long. I'm long from, where is it? I'm not entirely sure. I'm long from somewhere. I am long from 107.308. So down here. Okay, so I'm long from within this little, this was a single print basically. Okay, we have this small single print from last Thursday. And what I'm looking at the moment, if we look at the TPO chart, I am looking at a trade that looks like this. We had last week an external week. We took previous week highs, we took previous week lows. So last week we took both the high and the low of the previous week. So now I'm kind of expecting like an internal. Right, if you go for external 1 week and you've taken out both the highs and the lows, you're unlikely to be taking out both sides of the market once again. I quite like the low that we put in. I know on the TPO chart it does show poor lows because on the 30-minute time frame we have equal lows down there. I wouldn't be too disappointed if we just come down, sweep those and get an immediate bounce. I have my stop loss far enough away to be able to cope with that. But what I'm looking at right now is for there to be a little bit more of a foundation formed that can give us a real nice trade to start to target imbalances above us. So if we add the TPO back onto here, essentially within this whole range, so if this loads, then MPOC from last week hit, okay? Single print from last week hit. Now I know it's not a single print, but we do have a gap there. Okay, so that's been hit. We are back at that VWAP, that really important VWAP from back in April. And we've also come almost down to the value area low. So yes, we do have poor lows on that day from Thursday last week. We could come down and sweep those one more time. I will be watching New York Open to see if that does happen. I'm going to keep my stop fairly fluid in case that does happen. But the only stuff that we really need to now work on is now above us. We have naked point of control here. We have another naked point of control here. We have imbalance, clear imbalance within the chart here, and we have an even more clear imbalance within the chart here. With confluence with that, we also have previous week open. So what I am looking for right now is a rally up towards previous week open. That for me is a nice trade. It gives us a trade of like potentially like 8, 9 R if we can take it all the way to conclusion, which would be awesome. But I'm not feeling particularly confident with the market in general right now, so I have to see how it goes. And this is the thing for me. Like, I see a setup here on Bitcoin, but if I'm looking at altcoins, I still think we need to go lower. I really do think we still need to go lower, especially when we look at spot. For Ethereum, like really for Ethereum, I know we've taken out another low today, and I know these are other internal lows that have now been taken. So if we look at Ethereum, okay, we have this low over here. It was like front run here, it didn't take out the lows, and now we've finally taken it out. But we've got two other pivots below us. Right, one here, and then we have the big capitulation candle, which again, I know on spot has gone a lot lower into this zone, but I know perps have gone a lot lower into this zone, but for me, spot is the thing that's really important. Is anyone else having really weird things with TradingView where if you hold your mouse down for too long, it like ends up like double clicking itself or something, or is it just my mouse that's being a bitch? Maybe it's just my mouse. I do quite like the new updates from TradingView. Like now, if you hold down and you scroll along, look at this, it's kind of sexy. But if I'm trying to edit something, it's weird, right? Anyone else getting this? I have no idea. But for Ethereum, yeah, I would really like to see it move down to 3,200 before I'm a buyer again. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that I want to discuss today? How many people do you have in the chat? 45 people here. That's okay. Hopefully we get a few more. The other thing that's really bad is I'm vaping again. Not only have I been drinking every day, but when I do go out and drink, it like makes you so much more drunk if you have a little bit of like yeah. Vapey Dayful. I know, I'll kick it again soon. It's just one of those things, like if I go out on a night out, then I always buy one, and then I become like I don't think I'm ever like addicted to anything. I can get rid of it really easily, but hey ho. Lucifer, you only live once. Enjoy your youth, young lad. I'm really not young anymore. I am really not young anymore. Do you guys know how old I am? Does anyone look? This is what I mean. Look, when I do this, if I just hold down the mouse, it just brings like it's like I'm clicking more than once. It's very weird. He's done it again. Stupid. I'm just trying to move the chart. Jeez. 52. CYZZ is the closest. Oh no, now Nish is the... Shubo is now the closest. Lucas from 1990. There we go, Lucifer knows me well. Yeah. I was born in 1990. I'm an old man now. Running daily. Eat a fan. You're getting older faster in Asia. This message is held for review. Why? Why was it held for review? Show it. It's just a laughing face. That's stupid. Jesus number. 33. I don't look at that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, 35 now. Old man. Been trading crypto. Been trading crypto since I was 27. It's like 8 years of my life. I'm officially an OG. But anyway, regardless, this is the trade I'm looking at right now. I'm also long on Asta. I feel like I'm going to get killed on this. It was maybe not the wisest decision in the world to go long on Asta after a CZ tweet, but the technicals look pretty good. I did buy it a little bit earlier when we woke up at the golden pocket. We just ran below the POC. We came into a low volume node down here. Came back in to backtest some previous support. We'll see how this goes. Maverick, looking to long Asta, would like to sweep the pre-CZ pump low. Yeah, see, that was my invalidation. But once again, I'm thinking with the R on this trade, I could probably bring our invalidation down. Again, these things are fluid. I'm not someone that just sets a hard stop a lot of the time. I think those previous weaker lows need to hold. I really would like to see those CZ lows hold, but the market at the moment is not looking great. Nish, I look at my 20s. Thank you. Most people say I'm like 28. What else do we want to look at today? I want to do some like general charting and stuff today. So if anyone has any requests, if anyone has anything that they want to just talk about, discuss anyway, then please do let me know. And the other thing that I want to say also is that I'm going to show you guys this. So, as most of you know, I am now in Chroma. That is where I'm doing most of my TA. That is where I'm sharing everything now. Anyone that is a Taurus member is automatically transferred over into Chroma. Once again, I keep repeating this all the time. I know there's some people maybe that aren't yet in there, but I want to show you guys the server because the thing that's been really difficult for me over the past year is that I've just, like I say, I've been unable to manage like a community effectively on my own, which is what I've been trying to do for such a long time. And now I'm into Chroma. Like again, joined Chroma on the 13th of October. Did a big post, was away a little bit, but it's really cool. It's really cool. So if anyone is looking for a new community after Taurus, or if you are not in a trading community at the moment, I would highly recommend them. I am incredibly active over there at the moment. I've only just got back to the charts properly today, but it's really cool. Okay, so any trade that I'm taking is being shared. So this was a short that I had yesterday. All right, so we took this short yesterday. I was short after the SFP of those highs that we had from Friday. I took a short looking for 107,800. That hit target. All right. And there was a ton of other stuff that was going on. We had this like really weird like TWAPy spot bid that was going on all day yesterday. I would assume that was Sailor buying more Bitcoin. I think I have just seen an alert to say that he has bought more Bitcoin, which would make sense. But generally after you see a situation like this, we do get a flush. So we're looking at all of these things. We had this flush on spot that happened yesterday, okay, and then perps were lagging a little bit behind. And then finally the trade hits its conclusion. We closed the trade out. Really nice trade for everyone that was a member there. I know a few people did follow this. If we go over here, these are some like ex-Taurus members. Vez is in there, took the same trade. Well, actually he called it on the SFP of those highs. Scott's in there, took the same trade. Made himself a nice little bit of money, so he's going to be able to buy that Chroma membership for the whole year, which is really nice. But also, not only am I there now, but we have like, of course, Follis needs no introduction to many of you guys. We have over there Purdue, who is awesome. He's doing a 25k to 100k challenge currently within the server. Osbra, a legend. Previously had the Crypto Rise group, so they have also merged with Chroma. Johnsy, again, sharing all of this. It's a Pengu trade, or a Pengu analysis. Victorious, Minato, and then if you just look at the chat, it's just a really nice active server, which is the thing that I've been missing for like the longest time. Okay, so this is what I wanted. This is what like Taurus always was for me, especially over the last like when we were on our peak in let's say like 2022, 2023, and even a little bit in 2024 before I went traveling. Like we were a really active server. Everything was like amazing in there. It was really good fun to be around. But But yeah, it's nice to be back inside an active server again, and that for me gives me motivation to continue trading, to continue making content, and everything else. I see everyone. Look, you're famous. Cyclone is famous. Playboy Slim is famous. Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Also, as well, shout out to the talent team over there, because previous Taurus members, of course, Vazzy is in there, who we all know very, very well. Contributors. Oh, there's so many people. So it's a really cool place to be. If you are interested in joining, again, please just send me a message, because we actually need to set something up so that members that join via me, like, if anyone joins through me, then I want something too, which isn't quite set up at the moment, because I've been very slow at doing everything myself. But yeah, give me a message and we will sort that out for you. And have some more beer. Jay, what do you think about the usual 4-year cycle league? Okay. When I have this thing, I should just turn my camera off, right? So I just do this and then nobody knows what I'm doing. I should probably do the same when I'm drinking beer, because if I drink beer on a stream, then YouTube doesn't really like it very much. And of course, I need to forget to turn back on my webcam before I go back to the charts again. Okay. So people want, will you do NQ stuff? Yes, I'm going to live trade NQ again from Wednesday. All right. What does this mean? Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. What does that mean? What does that even mean? I'm going to cover the 4-year cycle thing, first of all. So, my thoughts initially for the 4-year cycle, and if anyone remembers the video that I put out on like the 1st of January 2024, I was looking at a October 2025 end date, and I was looking at the altcoin market cap to be around $2.25 trillion. Okay, now we haven't got there. Altcoins have been awful. They've been really, really bad for a very, very long time. But if we do look at this chart, if we just remove this, if we just hide this for now, then actually what we see here, for me, is still pretty constructive. This is a weekly chart. And again, it's a very, very similar situation. We have a rally, we come back in, we have a rally, we come back in, fill inefficiencies, another rally, come back in, fill efficiencies, another rally, come back in, fill inefficiencies, another rally to new all-time highs again, come back in, and all of the gaps that we have on this weekly time frame have been cleaned up. Everything's looking pretty nice. And what I would like to see now is for the overall altcoin market cap to be holding these lows. Now I know this is really badly skewed. Like we had alts that went literally to zero. We could still test this 200-week moving average. But what I see right now is looking like we could get this extended cycle that gives us an even nicer target as we go in towards next year. I don't know anymore. I think the 4-year cycle, the traditional 4-year cycle that we've had, isn't working out so much right now, but mainly because of the performance of altcoins. When you actually look at Bitcoin, it's been overperforming what we would usually expect. We're still holding like way, way, way above all-time highs. Like sentiment right now is terrible. People think that the bear market is happening right now, but if we actually look at the chart, it's pretty good. It really is quite nice. Now, if we do start to lose this VWAP from April of 2025, if we do start to drop back down below 100k again, then yeah, I think I think we could see some serious like bearish price action starting to take place again. And that realistically, if we are to top here, could take us all the way back down to like 28, 30k. Right, that's really what we're looking at if we do zoom out in the chart and we look at where would be a reasonable point in which to be buying for a bear market low. It would be around about that 30k again. Okay, so if we do top here, if we do find this is a big distribution, then absolutely I think Bitcoin coming down to around about 30k would make some kind of sense. That would be, once again, that would be your typical correction. Okay, typical correction within a bear market. I can't even shift, and yeah, 70 to 80% drop. And we've had that previously. Okay, we had that back here. Right, we had a 70 to 80% drop. We had that back here. We had that over 80% drop. So if we are to move down to 30k from here, then that would be a bear market. But the way that I'm seeing things right now, just the way that sentiment is, we haven't really peaked. I don't believe that we've peaked for this cycle. I don't think that we've really seen the I just don't believe we peaked for the cycle yet. Now that can change quite quickly. We'll have to see how things go, but if we can still hold this support, then great. What I really don't want to see is price coming back down towards 100k again, because for me, if we do start to get trapped below 100k, that starts to look very toppy, and that can then look as if it's some like really significant distribution here. And when you think about like Wyckoff, if you think about accumulation distribution, this could be seen as that, like, we've put in a high here, we've had this first sign of weakness, which was coming back down to range lows. We just had this big distribution, well, big, I don't know, big-ish. We had this distribution at all-time highs. We got caught back inside those highs. We came back in, tested it again, weren't able to get that continuation higher. We came back down to range lows, and now we're ranging range lows again here. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one to call. I'm just trading it level to level at the moment. I was short yesterday. I was short from the highs that we had on Monday the 27th of October. I also did share that one within Chroma. So I've taken these two shorts, short down, to take out these lows, and then once again on this rally, as we took out those Friday highs yesterday, took the other short position here, and now I'm looking for a long again. The shorts have paid me really well. The shorts have paid everyone that's been following me really well. I do want to see a rally. So yeah, we will see. We'll see. I need to pee. I'm gonna pee, and I'm gonna like open another cap. I am back with another bit. It's a Monday night. What am I doing? Days of the week do not apply to traders. You just do what you need to do. Take a trade when it happens. I'm also very aware that it's like early in the morning for anyone that's in America, and I look ridiculous right now having a beer, but hey. Peter, Luke, do you reckon we can hit 20k with institution in play? I mean, look, we really don't know. Again, it's level to level. If I was looking at technical support, well, if we are to go into a bear market, then 30 would be the zone that I'd be looking to be a buyer again. But yeah, it's level to level. I would hope that I'd be short a lot if we are to go lower. $100k is the logical support. Lose that, and we're going to bear market for sure. I would kind of agree. Long Asta, lol. I am long Asta. We'll see how that goes. Do you hold spot BTC or just trading? I do have spot BTC, but it's not like I am. My Bitcoin is basically like my bank account, and my crypto is basically like my bank account. So what I hold in spot is, well, they are positions that I am not particularly worried about. I just spend when I need to spend. I sell when I need to sell. I buy if I see an opportunity. I don't really buy, actually, to be honest. Again, for those of you who have known me for a long time, I haven't bought crypto. I haven't bought spot Bitcoin. I haven't bought spot Ethereum. I haven't bought spot anything for, I mean, it's close to a decade now since my first cycle, which was like 2017. I have just been a trader. So my first cycle, it was like a buy and hold kind of thing. And ever since that point, I have just kept almost everything I own. Like, I don't really hold money in a bank account. I don't really hold fiat in like any meaningful way. I have investments that are in businesses and that are in crypto, and I'm really not too worried where price goes, because my average spot purchases are when like Bitcoin was like 3k. My average ETH purchase was when Ethereum was like $600 or something like that. So it really isn't much of a concern to me, like what price is going to do. I wouldn't say I'm a spot holder, because that's just where, yeah, I just use crypto as an alternative form to a bank account, which I think is what a lot of people who are more like crypto natives are doing. So anyone that was in the market since 2017, that was when there was still this thing about, oh, crypto is going to change the world. It's going to be like, we're going to debank everyone. And that still for me is what crypto is about and why I hold these assets. Now, anything that is a trade, which is like, okay, if I'm looking to be a buyer here, I'm just doing it on perps. That's all I'm doing. I hold a lot of USDT, and everything that I do is literally just done on perps. Now, that can be really good in a way, because you can just continuously accumulate USDT and continuously accumulate dollars and pay yourself from those dollars. But on the downside, as we saw recently with the big crash that we had a few weeks ago, back here, right? I wasn't even aware of this crash, by the way. I was like, again, I was out partying. It was on what day was it? It was on a Saturday night, Friday night. Friday, Saturday, something like that. I think, where would I have been? Friday night, I would have been at Black Sand Brewery in Canggu, and then I was at Vault. I think I was at Dessa that night, Dessa Kitsune. And I wasn't aware until like the Sunday, because I did this, then we had a pool party on the Saturday, and then I went to Finn's, and then on the Sunday morning I woke up and I was like, oh shit, I've lost all my money. So the good side about like trading perps is that you can just accumulate cash from trading perps. The downside is that if you have any kind of margin and we have a move down like we had the other day, I lost basically like all my perps accounts. Anything that was within like any margin that I had, I lost those. So I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of money when we had this crash the other day. I had this hyperliquid vault that like kind of got wiped out when that happened, and I didn't even know that it happened. Since we had that crash though, I've been trading really, really well. And this is the thing, you have those setbacks, you lose some money, but it's all good. You can make it back, and you just do sensible trading again. Do you use the TradingView screener to look for coins to trade? And if so, what do you screen for? At the moment, no, I'm not. I have watch lists, so if I go over here, what's Asta doing? Still fucked. This is how far behind I am. I have exchange watch lists, and I'll look at what is up and down on the day on particular exchanges that I use. Jelly, what the fuck is that? I want to short this. Like, what is that? Trump coin is up. All of these, I need to get rid of all of these. Yeah, I'm not really using the screener because what I tend to look for, the only time I will trade altcoins is when I see alts that have momentum behind them. At the moment, there's not really anything that has any kind of momentum behind it. I think the only ones that I would really say do are the ones that, like virtuals, for example, where we made these new all-time lows and then we immediately rallied above the day of the crash. So virtuals is really interesting to me. Tau is another one. Like Tau is one that I've been holding along for. Again, for a while, I didn't get taken out of that trade when we had the crash. And then again, you have the drop, you immediately reclaim those levels, and I think Tau is just generally a very, very good asset to be looking at. But for me, I'm just looking for strength in the market. Like the stuff that I like to trade is the tokens that have momentum behind them. When it comes to shorting assets, I'm only really looking to short when it's Bitcoin or Ethereum, or I'm looking to trade the Enki. When it comes to altcoins, I'm just looking for opportunities to long, and that's generally just what I do because there's so many altcoins that you can look at. I don't concern myself with, okay, I could short this, unless there's something really, really clear. There's been the occasional one, I remember, like Solana a few months ago, right? There's like a real nice clear short. I was talking about a long back here, but anyway, we had a short somewhere. I took the short position, it did really well. I think it was this short, right? I can't even remember. I don't know. But yeah, in general, like altcoins, not trading them that often, especially now that a lot of my my altcoins, my alt portfolios are just wrecked. So yeah. Ronin Daily, love your stream. Thank you very much. All good, but cool. Max Fear Boys, short gets rinsed not only on BTC right now. Jakob, you trade inside Kramer? I am. Yes, I am now trading inside Kramer. Lytra's like Hyperliquid, but honestly better. 0 fees. Look at ZEC, good short opportunity for swing. Yeah, ZEC's been pumping, right? Oh, Dino coin. Fuck. Yeah, that's crazy. That's very crazy. Privacy tokens, like, why is ZEC suddenly I don't know. Does anyone know why this is just pumped like crazy? Peace Buffs, what's your entry trigger for this BTC long? Already partly in or looking for market structure change, etc.? I am in the long, yeah. So my trigger for this earlier, I mean, my short hit, like I got closed out of my short position. That was really nice. Then we had this sweep of Asia lows during London session. That for me was like the main trigger. So I entered after we got like the little bit of a bounce there, and we also dipped into the single prints that we have from back here. So I'm looking at this as decent support. Our invalidation is very, very clear. Previous week lows, because we had we hit external liquidity last week, taking out the prior week lows last week. I'm looking at an inside week this time, which would mean previous week highs, previous week lows remain protected. Okay, so your previous week lows are down here. Right, the lows that week swept were here. The highs that week swept were here. Right, so we had external to external, and now I'm looking at internal to internal. You have take highs, take lows, range, and the range is now what I'm looking for. And it's not like this is the thing. This is statistical probabilities. Once you have when you've taken external highs and external lows, the probabilities are that you're just going to range the following week. So for me, it makes absolute sense to be looking for a long here. Now, if we start to get acceptance below previous week low, I'm out. I'm getting out of that trade. But for now, it's looking okay, and there is significant levels that we can be looking at above us. Not least the highs that we have on the day, which are poor highs. But then we've got, again, poor highs over here. We've got just a bunch of stops that can be taken on the way back up. And then we've got MPOCs, we've got fair value gaps, we've got single prints that could potentially take us all the way back up to like 114,500 before we start to get a pullback again. So we'll see how that goes. Don't you think US will like to take the EU low as usual? Yeah, the thing for me is when we had the dump yesterday, that was during when CME was open for trading on a Sunday night. So yeah, London has taken Asia. You could therefore expect New York to take London. But the bounce that we've had has broken out of the local downtrend that we've had. I don't know. I don't know if I'm still going to be live when it comes to New York Open. It is 30 minutes away. Subhaj Suba. Can we use ExoChart DOM in Indian stock market? I'm not using ExoCharts anymore. I'm mainly just using TradingView. Everything that we would want and need that was on Exo. New York Open wasn't 24 minutes ago. No, it wasn't. Unless I'm being a complete dickhead, no, it wasn't. Regular trading hours. No, we're not open yet. Clock's time frame has changed. Alan Laung, thank you for subscribing. Clock's changed last night, yeah. So New York Open is not happened yet. You guys are trying to confuse me. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Yeah, it's not open yet. I may stick around. Just to see how it goes. It does look like we've got a decent range here, actually. Is this another subscriber? Chris just subscribed. Thank you very much. Nish, it's okay. You are forgiven. Usually it's me making these mistakes. I'd love to get myself back into NQ today. Actually, I know in Chroma there is a stream starting. Whose stream is this? Victorious is going to be trading in 18 minutes. I don't really want to clash with him, but I might just stick around for a little bit. Nish, where are you based? Are you in like Japan or Korea, China? I'm coming over to your part of the world soon. Australia? It's that late in Australia? Shit. Lucifer, Victorious is an NQ scalper streamer. It's pretty decent. Is it as good as me? Is it as good as mine? This is the thing that's really nice, right? I've got new people that I can learn from again. It was awesome. Lucifer, have you been in Chroma for a while? Or did you just join after the merge? And whoa, 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 whoa. Nish, been in Chroma for 1.5 years. Nice. It's cold. It sees too much. I'm not opening the door. You guys should see my view. My view of Kuala Lumpur. Very, very, very nice. I don't know what to do with this trade. Maverick, I'm heading to Thailand on November 27th. Okay. I may be back in Europe then. I might be in Lisbon. I won't be staying there for long. But maybe I will be not in Southeast Asia for the first time in 14 months. Where are you from? You know what? I'm just going to turn my camera off for a moment. Am I? I don't know. I feel weird streaming. It's been such a long time. It feels weird. It's been ages. It's been like over 2 months since I last did a stream. I feel like, I don't know, I just want to relax. And if I just like, if I just sit back and relax. And just chill. And we just wait to see if the market does anything, I guess. I'm not too interested in doing like big analysis today. I know people have asked about looking at other alts, like set an alert down here on ENA actually. Sol USDT, the WooX chart. Eh? Eh? I just gotta wait for New York Open. Do we stay? Or do we allow Victorious to stream? I've not seen his streams before. Andrew's just been like, so you're doing great. Thank you. I mean, I've been doing this for many, many years now, but it's been a long time. Okay, right, what we're going to do, I'll stick around for another 10 minutes or so. If you're not already following me on Twitter, then please make sure you are. And yeah. Oh, I'm going to post this. If you are following me on Twitter, then thank you. The Twitter is... Wait, where's my screen? Up in that corner over there. This in that corner. Look over there. At Taurus Crypto. If you're interested in joining Chroma, then again, let me know. Drop me a DM. If you are a present or past Taurus member, especially, then please do let me know. If you want to get involved, because we do have an offer, and there'll be another offer later on this month for you guys. And yeah, it's a really cool place. I can't even... Can I post this in? It's too big. So the weekly schedule for Chrome has just been posted. So if you guys are looking for, again, like a real active community, I'm going to be doing a couple of trading rooms this week. So Wednesday, for anyone that was ex-Taurus, you'll know my Wednesday trading room is has always been a thing. Always been a thing for years and years and years and years and years. So New York Open trading room on Wednesday. I'm also going to be doing New York Open trading room on YouTube on Thursday. We have a roundtable discussion tomorrow. So we're just going to talk about the general market tomorrow. This is what's starting in about 10 minutes time with Victorious. Osbraw's going to be doing a stream a little bit later on. So yeah, there's tons of stuff going on. It's a really, really packed, active schedule. So if you are interested in getting involved, then please do let me know. And I think unless anyone else has any... what am I looking at on Sol? I think really the same chart that I shared months ago probably still applies. We have this big macro POC down here at 144, and we did hit that. We did hit that when we had that big flush. We are coming down and we're taking lows out. So we have taken 3 of the 4 internal lows. I wouldn't be against being a buyer here. If you can get an entry around like 170, 169, that'd be amazing. But yeah, I'm struggling to be like super bearish right now. Cliff, we hit the yearly profile point of control. Bitcoin's getting a nice little bounce. So what, yearly? This spot or is this perps? Yeah. So we had that yearly POC down here, which was wow. My my stream just made it like nice flashing color. 104,600. Tested it. We're riding that VWAP. I'd love to see some accumulation here and then move back up towards New all-time highs. It's just really important we hold this area, and especially like if we start to take out previous week lows, I think previous month lows go, and then we're so close to 100k. I would then be looking at 90 as the next area to bounce. Honestly, if this long doesn't play out, I really do think value area low of like yearly value area low volume node that we have down here, but like around 90k is probably what we're looking at next, which is a huge drop. And just because, yeah, again, because the previous week took the week before that, the highs and the lows, the chances are we're internal this week. We're just going to range. We don't really have big news coming up. We had FOMC last week. That's been priced in. We have, let's have a look. News. Yeah, let me just have a look on the Discord for news. There's nothing. There really isn't anything this week that could significantly move the markets. And we had the announcement yesterday, like tentative announcement of the agreement between China and the US, right? If that gets like officially announced from both parties, then yeah, why can't we rally? The week after that will be the next CPI and PPI print, right? Or is that in 2 weeks' time? So yeah, I think this week I'm literally just expecting a range, and we're at range lows, so let's go for range highs. What are the names of the indicators you're using? So the ones that I use a TPO chart on a daily basis. That gives me my like daily bias. So this is your TPO. That's not your TPO. If it loads, this will be your TPO. This is your TPO, and this is why I am looking more for longs. We have MPOC. We have single prints. Session volume profile, very, very similar to the TPO. All right, if this loads up, it's not going to, fuck it. VWAPs, I'm always using VWAPs. We've been caught below the daily VWAP for a long time. So if we drop down here, we look at our daily open. We're just trying to get back above that daily VWAP right now, or our weekly open. So I'm using VWAPs consistently. Okay, VWAPs are incredible. If we can flip this and we can start trading above it, and this can start to curve up, I think it's inevitable that we get that move back up towards the POC. I use moving averages on occasion, just mainly on the 4-hour and the daily. I like to be aware of where our gaps are. Again, look at the imbalance in the chart, it's all above us. Okay, from a 5-minute perspective, from a 15-minute perspective, we've got a small one down here on the 15. From a 30, I think within the next hour on New York Open, we could probably be looking at sweeping these lows at the very least. So let's see if we can get a move down towards like 107,800. and then see if we can go and take out these highs. But yeah, inefficiency is above us. It is above us. So if the market is going to remain balanced, which in my opinion it will do because of the week that we had last week, then we should be looking higher. I trade market sessions, so this is what I was talking about earlier. Okay, we had the London session swept the Asia lows. New York has not yet opened. I need to adjust this. Is that correct? Or does London... That's correct, right? IB. There we go. So it's still in under session. Key level sweep by Leviathan. Okay, so on here you can just check your weekly levels, your monthly levels, quarterly levels, daily levels, VWAP levels, point of control levels, all this kind of thing. And then the Monday range is always important to me. So this is your Monday range. As we go into tomorrow, then this is going to be important. So those are the indicators I use. It's all, we have the occasional lagging indicators such as a VWAP or a moving average, but other than that, it's all horizontals. It's points of control, it's liquidity, and it's session highs and lows. Whether the session is a daily session, a weekly session, a monthly session, a quarterly session, session highs and lows. Alrighty. Right, on that note, Victorious is starting a stream in a few minutes. And I think I will probably wrap it up here. Andres, I was in Taurus for a month. I did YOLO my bankroll, so I'm rebuilding my life for a while now. Really like the content though, thank you very much. Yeah, educational content is going to be posted back in Chroma once again. Now, so Taurus has now, I repeat, Taurus has merged with Chroma. All of my day-to-day trading is taking place over there now. So if you are interested in joining, then please reach out to me. We can get you in with, I'm not going to say any more than that, but it would be more beneficial for you to reach out to me than to just to sign up. Yeah, on that note, I'm gonna wrap up the stream, and thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna join Victorious' stream and see what he's talking about, and I'm gonna trade New York Open on the NQ today. So if you are in Chroma, I will be getting myself back into that. It's been a few months since I've traded the NQ, but I will be getting myself back into the zone with that today. I don't know if I'm going to be sharing very much, but if I see anything useful, then I will be sharing that. And then Wednesday, I will be trading the New York Open live, trading the NQ, trading Bitcoin, and then Thursday I'll be back here again on YouTube. So thank you very much for joining. I will see you again on the next one.